It's gonna be freaking lit. Vision Room Social, tune in. Argentina all day, baby. Bro, freaking PKs, dude.
Let's go.
This is the most fun I've had watching soccer. Wait, Brian, break down what just happened.
Oh my gosh, Argentina is playing in the knockout round against Holland right now, and we were up 2-0 the whole game.
Netherlands?
Netherlands, yeah.
Is Holland?
We were up 2-0, and Netherlands came back in the last like 10 minutes, pretty much. They scored a goal in the last minute of regular time.
So penalty kicks.
Penalty kicks. We went overtime. Tie. PKs. The goalie stops 2 of them. Let's go. Argentina's alive. We got Croatia
Dude,
next.
the
baby.
mood of this episode was 1,000% gonna depend on if they won or not.
I was gonna be depressed. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Ugh. All right, let me send this real quick.
I'm so dead. Yeah, is it rolling? Bro, let's just do it. Brian, welcome to the pod, Brian.
This raw, bruh.
This is raw. Honestly, that's kind of the vibe I have for this.
The energy is high.
The energy is high, bro. So at the time that you're watching this, this don't air till March. So when people,
Really?
yeah. So when people see this, I mean, he's betting on Argentina winning the World Cup.
World Cup. So hopefully I look back at this and
If they win, Brian called it. Ben called it. Bro, you've been called it. Just real quick, word from our sponsor. Today's episode is actually sponsored by James Wayne Photography, our boy.
Oh,
Our
come on,
boy.
James Wayne.
Yeah. So on Instagram, it's at jwaynephoto. So if you're in the Tulsa area looking for senior pics, wedding photography, our boy, he's the guy. You've also met James before, episode 1 of the podcast back in November. So James, if you're listening, thank you for sponsoring today's episode.
He's the go at photography, y'all.
Bro, he's cold with it. So thanks for sponsoring. Brian,
Jacoby.
welcome to the Vision Room Social. Bro, this is at Brayan Lara. What's your Instagram?
Is my Instagram? I hope I don't change it, but as of now, is it Brayan Gustavo?
You should not change it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
just
keep
in
it
case,
just for
I'm gonna
this.
give you a chance to plug.
Yeah, at is it Brayan Gustavo?
Yeah. So episode 15. This isn't the finale. This is the second to last of the season. So we got one more, but
This is the semifinal, basically.
this is the semifinal.
Argentina just made it to
we
the
just made it to the semifinal. I started the raw edit.
That's a word.
But so I started this podcast with our boy James, who we also have a group chat with.
Yeah.
But I wanted to let the people in on another one of my friends who is very, very close to my life. One of my closest friends and longest friend since I've been in Tulsa. One of my first ones. Yeah. So today's podcast will actually have a little bit of a different feel. I have a little bit of structure, but I just kind of had a free flow, raw edit.
I'm down.
Like just put a microphone on a conversation that you and I normally would have had.
I am down.
So what I'm going to do is I have the main question everybody wants to hear, like the one I ask everybody, that if you meet a stranger, they ask you what you do, what you're about, how are you answering that?
Oof. Wow. So a stranger's asking me, like, what do I do?
You don't know them. Like you just met them like 2 seconds ago.
Usually my answer to that is I do a little bit of everything.
I have heard you say that.
I said I do it all. I do it all. I got a full-time gig, Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Pay the bills.
Yes, sir.
But
do what you gotta do.
yeah, and I play drums. I help my dad run his church.
Yeah. Give him a plug. León de
León de Judá. Si hablas español, come on.
Come to church.
Come to church.
Ven.
Bro, and I just try to live like as genuinely as possible. Like for the longest time I didn't like being myself.
Yeah.
This a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But growing into like who I am, I just understand that if I'm not just me, then I'm doing everybody a disservice. Yeah. And so like what I do is I just try to keep myself authentic and everyone around me authentic. So
Facts. For y'all don't know, this man is a hard Enneagram 8.
Hard.
So
8.
he'll call
the
you
eight
out
out there.
I'm a 9. So Brian's presence and influence in my life has been super beneficial because, like, I think when I first met you, I was like kind of like, I don't know, insecure a lot. I would overthink a lot. And now you just call me out on my stuff. Where you like,
but and I can throw that right back at you because the 9 his heavy 9 really balances me out and like helps me understand that not everything is like just hardcore. Like I can feel stuff out and everything. You know? So I feel like we complement each other, and I appreciate you.
That's facts, bro. I appreciate you, dog. Bro, I like having you in social situations because like when say we're in a group of people and we're trying to choose where to eat, I'm never the guy to be like, hey, we're going here. Brian's always the guy to be like, hey, Umbi's coming, everyone's coming.
Bro, I always end up just doing that. Sometimes I don't want to, it just happens. And I'm just like, all right, bro, we're going to B-dubs.
But it's cool, but like because someone that has a brain wire like mine, I'm not trying to make the shots like that. Usually we just call the place. Okay, so I have some notes. We may stick to it, we may not. First question, how you remember us meeting, bro?
Bro. Let me tell y'all. How did Jacob and I meet?
Don't clown me, dog. Just tell them the real story.
Hey,
organic thoughts. Just keep it real, yeah.
Okay. Just let me just say that I had no prep to this. We were watching the game before, so this is like as real as it gets.
We literally just I just started recording.
And it just how did we meet? I think it was Instagram, wasn't it?
No, I remember the story, but I'm gonna let you tell it the way you remember it, and then I'll tell you what I remember.
No, I think I remember you swiping up on my stuff before meeting in person. Just tell me that part if I'm wrong, because I don't
think so.
No,
I think
okay. I do remember when we met in person.
Yes,
we were at Transformation Church, and I wasn't playing that week.
I think you did.
No, I did. It was right before the service.
Bro, this is like super lame, but I like remember the whole outfit and situation you had going on that day.
I had a fit on that day, bro.
You did, bro.
I have baby face, no beard, and everything.
Facts.
But I know you came up to me and you were like, "Hey, man, my name's Jacob."
Yeah.
And like blah 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 blah. And I'm not used to.
That's your impression of me.
Yeah, and I'm not used to dudes just coming up and saying hi. You know.
I was looking for.
So I was like cool. And I was at church. I was on my super social, and I was like, cool, man, nice to meet you. Yeah. I think I had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah. At the time.
At the time.
This is 2020.
This was
February 2020.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that's how we met. And then a little bit afterwards, just anything I'd put on my Instagram story, just swipe up.
Yeah.
Swipe up.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this dude?
Just clown. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what was going on my end. So I had just moved to Tulsa.
Right.
And I was sold out. I was gonna be an intern at Transformation Church. And I come to service I think y'all had just finished version 1 conference, like living off the hype of that. So it's popping, bro. So little Jacob from McAllen, Texas pulls up on this huge stage, and I see this man who looks about my age representing for Hispanic community.
Yes, sir.
On the drums, smashing it, bro. And I mean, I obviously had every intention of getting on the worship team. So you just seemed the most approachable to me. Just
nice.
based off like you kind of look like my age. You're super hipster. So went up to you, got your name. Then I think I followed you on Instagram after that. And then on my perspective, I had no friends, bro. I was just.
I mean, you had just moved here, so
yeah. I think maybe the only person I didn't know was Evan Dogood, our mutual friend. He leads the Be Heard movement. It's like a nonprofit that Brian actually helps out at. That helps.
Shout out Evan, man.
Some of our friends experiencing homelessness here in Tulsa. So they're doing some dope stuff. But Evan, I saw him on a promo for the internship. They tagged him. I followed him, started DMing him before I even moved here. We kind of had a back and forth. I walk into Transformation. Him and I just kind of run into each other. And then he was kind of, I sat with him that day. And then, so what was I saying, bro? I forgot what I was talking about.
That you said you didn't have any friends. And so like,
you started with Evan. Yeah, I started with Evan. Met you that same day. I was
the same day?
Same day, bro. Same day. So at that point, I don't know. I just wasn't.
Yeah, Jacob was just scheming, man. He was just in there. He was like, "Who can I talk to?"
Nah, dude. And then at that point, you were boys with James Wayne.
Yeah, at that point, me and James had already been friends for like 2 years.
Now that I think about it, it was kind of cringe, but it worked out for me. So
it was a little cringe, but this is my brother now.
I know. So it worked.
He shot his shot, and we're locked in.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't know what. I was also like 22. I'm 25 now.
Yeah, we were young, bro. Well, I mean,
yeah.
22 is young, I guess.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we went all through 2020 and we've gone to
a lot of stuff. A ton. And that's a good way to make friends, y'all. Don't be afraid to just go say hi to somebody. I don't think it's weird anymore. Yeah. I do it all the time.
Brian's a social butterfly. This man knows everyone in Tulsa.
I'm super social. Super social.
So at this point, James has been on the podcast. Maddie's been on the podcast. And now you and I was telling Maddie that you three were like super pivotal on me, like meeting almost 95% of my Tulsa community. So that's been so crazy. Yeah. But we're rocking it with the core. The Handsome Hash Brown's the name of our podcast. Bro,
the Handsome Hash Brown.
Bro, tell them this. Do you remember the story of how that group chat started?
Literally.
Yeah, go.
I think we were planning to run a Spartan race.
Yes.
That never happened.
I was doing like somersaults in James's living room,
bro.
We
were like wrestling in his living room like at 10 or 11 p.m. We were like, we're gonna run this race. We're gonna run this race.
2020, y'all.
And then we were talking about how we can't stop eating fast food and how much we like hash browns.
I think I had McDonald's, or someone brought McDonald's.
Yeah, I think so. So.
You or me, we brought it.
Probably me, honestly.
It's probably.
And then I was like, bro, we all look like hash browns, but we're cute.
Yeah,
handsome hash browns.
So 2 years later,
that's still
the bros chat.
Yeah,
that's the bro. So, bro, that kind of leads me to the next point I wanted to hit: the importance of having like really good friends.
Oof,
because y'all like I love God, but I'm not perfect, and Brayan is maybe like one of the 2 people outside of my dad that I can tell like everything.
Sometimes I have to get it out of him. So
yes, but like the beautiful thing is that Brayan won't make me feel like I'm a trash friend or trash person because I maybe fell short one time. It's more like you'll hit me on the back of the head, but it's like, okay, so how are we gonna move on for them? So like for you, man, like what's it been like, or what's the importance of like surrounding yourself with the right people?
I think it's everything. Yeah. I didn't really understand that until James and I became like started getting closer. Yeah. Because before that, I had a lot of friends, but more so acquaintances and not really people I was close to. Yeah. People who I was like opening up to or like sharing stuff. Yeah. I usually just lone wolfed life. Yeah. But it is super important, and I believe that it's pivotal to growth. Just as individuals, like if I'm not growing, then my friends aren't growing, and that's the way I see it. Like if you aren't growing, then I'm not growing. And it's just it makes all the difference because being able to like you and James, y'all know like everything about me, and that you know that I never judge, and so it's good to have somebody out there that knows you well enough to be able to call you out on stuff. Yeah, man, and like we'll be sharing about like stuff that's like kind of hard to share, man. Like money stuff and relationship stuff. Money stuff. Me and Jacob have a picture. Yeah. You know the picture.
Okay. Which one are you talking about? I have a video that I have in the archives that I'm saving for when we're rich and famous.
I think that same one. We went to McDonald's that one night.
Yeah, I told the story. Okay, I don't care. Okay, so the story, dude, this was not that long ago. When was it? Like,
no, this was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was 2 months ago. So, POV, Brayan and I are getting out of practice, and I don't get paid for like another week. And I get in this man's truck. We go to McDonald's, and he knew my money situation at the time. Brayan bit the bullet, and we bought McDonald's for dinner that day. Yep. But the video that I'm talking about, I literally took a video and zoomed in on the total of how much our McDonald's was that day. And we were just like, bro, we're gonna look at this.
I think we threw my bank account in there too, because it was like I literally had like maybe $1 more than what we needed.
Yes, yeah, dude. It's been tough, bro. Ever since then, like my stuff has gotten better. Like I think I told you recently, I just picked up a job as a nurse.
Yes, sir.
So we out here.
We out here, bro. And that's the kind of stuff that I wouldn't want to share before. But I think that is like proven growth that I'll share it on the podcast. I don't care. Yeah. Everyone's broke at some point. Yeah. But I did it. We were broke together.
Yeah, we broke together.
No, and I'm not afraid to I'm not afraid to say it. Because you're growing, like you're getting your stuff together, and I'm growing. I'm getting my stuff together. I'm in a much better place now. 2 months later, I'm not rich.
That's real. Yeah, man. So, it's been cool for me because, like, you and I are similar. I think we're the exact same age. I think maybe I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah, you're like, I'm 4 months older than me.
4 months, but we're still 19, basically the same age.
97.
It's 97, baby. But I've been able to like have sucky situations and super good situations. I mean, your win is my win and vice versa. So yeah, man, that's freaking dope. We're reaching like the halfway point of the pod.
Okay.
So I contemplated a lot this season. I've experimented. I did the Cash App challenge. I did the social media deep dive. And I think just to wrap it, I'm gonna start with the first idea I had.
Okay, shoot. I'm nervous. I don't know what he's gonna do.
It's the Cash App challenge. You know.
Okay.
You know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Do I need to explain it? You got it?
Go back over it.
Okay.
I remember seeing it, but I just go
okay.
Back
Cash
over
App
it.
challenge, Visionaries. They already know. Someone could probably tell you the rules already. But
Visionaries?
Yeah, Visionaries.
That's hard.
That's
bro.
the name. That's the name of the people that follow this pod. So I ask you, it's either an inside joke, trivia question, pop culture reference.
Okay.
If you get it right, I Cash App you $5. If you get it wrong, you Cash App me $5.
Run me my money, bro. Let's do it.
Okay, bro. I have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
So at the start of this episode, we're watching the World Cup.
Right.
Can you name the last 4 nations
Who have won?
that have hosted the World Cup?
Yes. I think so. Including this one? Can I go?
This one counts.
Okay, so we use it
go back
22.
Go back 3. Yeah.
Okay, so 22, we have Qatar.
Yeah.
Oh snap! 2018 was Russia.
Yeah.
2014 was Brazil.
Yeah.
2010 South Africa. Don't play with me.
Okay. And then I have one more.
Okay.
One more. Who's your favorite soccer player? No, that's not the question. That's gonna start. Your favorite soccer player.
Is that part 1?
That's part 1.
Messi.
Okay. Give me Messi's God-given full name.
Lionel Andres Messi.
No.
What you mean?
It's Luis Leonel Andres Messi.
Whoa. There's no way.
His name is Luis Leonel Andres Messi.
Luis. Gosh dang it, Luis.
All right, you got
Luis.
250. Cash at me 250.
I'll do it right now on camera.
No, not on camera.
Man. Oh dang.
You know what? We'll call it even. You spot me McDonald's that one time.
Okay, man.
We'll call it even.
No, I'll cash it. I'll cash it for you. 250.
Okay, bro. LOL. We talked about that McDonald's video genuinely, and I had it on my notes that I wanted to hit it. So we don't have to hit it.
We don't have to hit it.
Hello. Okay. Fast forward to right now.
Okay.
So you're working at Amazon.
Yeah.
Playing drums on side.
Yeah.
Emptying for your dad's church.
Yeah.
What is like in store for Brayan for 2023? Right now, that we're filming this is 2022 still, but it'll be early in 2023.
So for 2023, my plans are to one, invest in myself.
Yeah.
How I like in ways that I never had before. Mm-hmm. So health, mentally, financially, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm enrolling back into school,
bro,
for this coming semester.
Doing what?
Going for business. To actually run it. I mean, I know I told myself I'm gonna learn business by starting a business and like doing the but I never did, you know. Yeah. So and I'm gonna.
Now, you're taking the active steps that way, bro.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna take active steps to like enroll, and then do that, and at the same time just try and grow.
Yeah.
Grow my drum skills.
Yeah.
My understanding of music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue taking drum lessons.
You give me drum lessons? I'll teach you tracks, bro. I got you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we got that already. He's gonna learn Ableton.
Yeah.
Ableton, all that stuff. And really focus on the growth of Lone de Juda.
Yeah. Just a reminder for people listening.
My dad's church.
Yeah, Leon de Juda.
Espanol. But yeah, so those are my main focuses.
I love that, bro.
It's like my physical health, moving ahead because I have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
When it comes to education, but that's fine. You know, we're gonna have to do it.
Bro, this is kind of just off a riff. Like, I think you and we had the blessing of kind of being born to a Mexican Hispanic family. Mm-hmm. Can you talk to us about just like, because I know that's super important to you. Mm-hmm. So like, talk about the importance of that. Like even how it's even in your goal list to help your dad's ministry and stuff like that. And then you have your sister out in college. You have your sister with your niece and nephew, your mom. Just kind of give us some insight on our behalf, like the importance of family to you and the Hispanic community.
So for those who know me, know that family is everything. Like family is number one.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Facts. But for me, family is everything. And like my sisters mean the world to me. My niece and nephew, my parents, my extended family, and then my chosen family. Yeah. Like my boys and everything. But I remember for the longest time in high school, I was like ashamed of like my culture. Yeah. And
because it's not that common out here, right?
Not necessarily. I guess not really.
Well, I mean, the group of friends, from, bro.
Well, yeah, compared to where you're from, no. It's we're like 1 in 10 here. Yeah. But in like my group of friends, I was like not the only Hispanic, but I would do my best to fit in to like, you know, the rich white kids, or I could say that, right?
Yeah. It's okay.
Or, you know, I'd try to just whatever, it's similar to wherever I'm at, try to not be Mexican. But as I grew up, like the older I got, the more I understood that I don't necessarily have to be like, you know, like, oh, boots and like cowboy all the time or anything, but like I am Mexican and I should be proud of it. Yeah. And with that, I think comes, especially in my family, a lot of, I know one thing that I'm trying to break is like the financial burden right now. And it's important to me to succeed, not because we'll make it just because of me or anything. No, but I understand that there's like generational stuff that have come down in my family specifically that I know the Lord is working on me to fight that for my kids and everything. And then to also help my parents get ahead and prosper more than what they're doing right now. But family inspires like everything that I do right now.
I could say a lot similar. Like I think I grew up pretty middle class. Like my dad, I think my dad was a police officer when I was younger. My mom was working in a medical building. Then she went to she went to nursing school for a little bit while I was like a teenager, and then so she became a nurse. So I had the blessing of like seeing what in Hispanic and Mexican community, they were better off than our grandma and grandpa were. Because like I don't know about yours, but mine were like migrant workers, like labor work, you know. So because of that, that's kind of how I learned about money. And my dad was teaching me about having a savings account and like having your checkings and like kind of the way the budget. But where I'm at right now, and at least since I've lived in Tulsa, bro, I feel like there's like this other level of financial expansion that maybe even my mom and dad don't know about. Yeah. Because like I've done what my dad's told me, and it still got me to where I got $5 and trying to. So like I think our mom and dad's or our ancestry has had they've grown progressively through the generations, but I think it's on us to like to take it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And like I think at this point, something about our culture is that we compare a lot. Yeah, we compare and it's like, oh well, I did blah 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 blah. Because it's the first thing that came to mind.
La camioneta que agarró.
Yeah,
you saw the truck like that like our cousin got. Or
like like that's what makes our worth.
That's real.
And so like for example, my parents didn't go to school. I mean, they went to high school, but they didn't go to college. Like they immigrated here when I was a kid. And my dad is a labor worker. My mom stays at home. She works sometimes. Yeah. But my grandparents were not like educated at all. My mom wanted to be educated, but she wasn't. I mean, I think she's going for stuff now. I'm not really sure, but
you got a whole sister at.
Yeah, no, and that's it. Yeah, my little sister. Shout out Abby, bro. I love you, bro.
We love you. Dude.
Boomer Sooner all day.
I'm TCU.
And so that TCU.
Go Frogs.
I'm so dead.
I don't know if they're gonna win national championship.
Like that. Like my dad was the one that broke a lot of, because in my family it was alcohol, drugs, gangs, violence. Until my dad like broke that veil. Yeah, because my grandpa, but he was, may he rest in peace, you know, whatever. Yeah. But he was something else, right? And my dad really took it to like in his hands to change that and give me as much as he could. Because I used to complain like, "Oh, y'all didn't teach me about money. Y'all didn't teach me about." Yeah, but he broke a lot. Didn't teach me about well, because I wasn't, but I don't complain about that anymore because I understand that they broke something that's even worse, and like the Lord came into our family through that, and so I see it as like I need to make sure that I know that I not even financially, even in other stuff, but finances is always like the biggest thing, you know, and so like I do understand that I need to break through that and change and kill that curse of that poverty mindset that was in my family. So bro, it is a big thing.
Yeah, at the time that we're filming this, it's December, but you'll hear this in March. But bro, I genuinely feel like we're gonna look back in March, and we're gonna listen to this right now. And we're gonna be killing it. That's 3 months from now.
Facts. Oh yeah, that's. I have no doubt in that. Yeah. My faith has been challenged enough to where like I have $2 and the Lord provides for the month or for the rest of the year, and He has already. Yeah. Shout out God.
Yeah. Shout out God. That's the hashtag of the Vision Room social. Shout out God. Man, bro. Let's talk about some music stuff.
Let's talk about some music stuff.
So, bro, I need you to start this Brayan Gustavo drums. Like you've posted some.
Yeah, I have posted some, bro. Bro, like it's a lot more work than I expected.
Yeah,
like recording the video, editing the video, making the audio like sound good.
Yeah,
like bro, I got my mix down and everything, but I definitely do want to be posting more though.
Yeah, bro. I think what's super dope about the musician community is I feel like we. Like, I don't know. I can't explain why it's such a bonding thing. Because, like, a lot, like, after Young Adults, that's the band. That's our friend group that we go out to eat afterward.
Pretty much.
Like, shout out to Umbi.
Shout out, that man Umbi. I just know that music is just, like, to me, it's just a language in it of itself.
Yeah.
Like, you put 4 people in a room who don't know like the same language and they start playing music and they're like they're communicating. Even the drum lessons that I'm taking with Tony, like there was like 4 or 5 of us drummers in there and we were just taking like swapping in and out the drums. Crazy. Same thing with like all musicians, bro. That's why I love it so much,
bro. Super random point. Like, so I grew up in like Hispanic Pentecostal church, and like your dad's church plays some of those songs.
Hispanic Pentecostal, pretty much.
Yes, but what's beautiful to me is that like I'm like this young cat doing like track like CCM stuff, but bro, I can walk into that building and do that music and immediately gain equity with the congregation. Be like, he gets it, you know. Bro, I've been in the opposite side of this coin where I was put in a position where I had to sing like hymns that I had no idea, and I felt so like
hymns like out of the book.
No, not that. It was just like
what's that, paradoxology type stuff?
No, it was like just like
pretty much like hymns and hop stuff.
Yeah. So I was in that position, and bro, I felt so like I don't know. I was just so aware of my Mexicanness in that moment because I was like,
bro, it's such a huge difference because I imagine, you know, Latino churches is loud.
Yeah,
it's loud. Everything's fast. Everything is, they're yelling into the mic. Everything's loud. The music is always Bro, even if the songs are just like super throwbacks, it's always just lit.
Yeah, our community though, like there's a lot of gospel around here, so I feel like I'm able to like exist in like this CCM gospel kind of vibe. But bro,
it's hard, bro.
It's cold with it, bro.
It's hard on
gospel
drums,
stuff.
It's hard on drums though, bro. I would not consider myself a gospel drummer at all. Yeah. CCM is like, it's very straightforward. I'm not gonna knock it. I say it's easy or anything. I'm not gonna knock it. But gospel is not easy at all, bro. It's tough. I mean, I'm learning a lot. It's pushed me, and I'm growing. I'm definitely nowhere near, you know, where I would want to be, but we're still working.
Yeah, I mean, you're making moves in that direction.
Yeah,
bro. Okay, to like make that point even stronger. Like me, I don't play drums like that. But like I've been doing worship for so long that like right now, where the youth that I lead at, sometimes I'll go to the drum cage, and I like it's so straightforward enough that I could probably figure it out. Like,
and sometimes I lose appreciation for that because sometimes I feel like any drummer can attest to this. So don't cap and do not cap that you've never thought this. Just like it's so easy. I don't need to practice.
Yeah,
this song is just boom, boom. I don't gotta practice that, and I fell in that for a long time, for a while, and I plateaued like crazy. But
bro, there was one time I think we were gonna play together, and I heard you listening to the song that we were supposed to play, like right before sound check, like in your truck on the way.
Oh yeah, I do that. Check. I do that a lot. I do that too much.
Yeah,
I do that too much. I will admit, but that's good,
man. Bro, 2023 is gonna be a good one. Let's come up together, man.
We are going to, bro.
We got
for sure.
PR on squat right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right. 2023, I'm gonna hit. What am I gonna hit?
Visionaries, hold him accountable. If he's gonna say it on the pod, he has to.
I'm gonna throw a number out there. What's a crazy number?
Bruh.
225 I can hit without trying already.
285 is your PR, yo.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna hit a 350 squat this year.
I think my goal
350 squat. Is that crazy? That's not crazy, is it?
No, that's not crazy.
That's not crazy, right? Should I say 400? Nah. I'm gonna say 350.
Okay, 350. That's your deal?
I'm gonna say 350.
Okay, mine is I want to do a Spartan race, 1,000%. And I wanted to be able to do my body weight on the three major movements, which is it like deadlift?
Yeah, bench, deadlift, squat.
Yes. Right. So right now, how much that weigh? Like 230? That's not that thing.
Yeah, bro, I'm at like 225. No, you could do that.
I think it's the bench that will get me on that.
Bro, I'll bench 225, bro. I got you.
Bro, thanks for coming on the pod. Before you leave, can you just give people speak some life into somebody, just whatever, just
speak some life.
And then after that, give us your social media, Instagram.
All this
we
stuff?
gave it to them at the beginning, but just however you want people to find it.
All right, so I speak some life into anybody.
Yeah.
I think I'd say what I would tell anybody is don't try too hard to be yourself. I find a lot of people, even myself, just trying really hard to fit in here, fit in there, make any excuse to become good enough. When, if people don't, it sounds so cliche and cheesy, but if people don't accept you for like how you are, then you don't need them.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the type to be like, well, we don't have to be friends. You don't have to. That's what I'll say. You don't have to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to be friends with everybody.
You told
and
me.
I've said it all. I've said it a lot. Some people think it's rude. Some people think it's too straightforward. There's a way to say it, but I really don't think your goal should not be to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Find your circle, solidify that circle, and always be respectful towards everybody.
Yeah.
But they don't have to be your friends.
Yeah. Bro, one thing about like being yourself that Pastor Tim Wolf, shout out if he's listening. He was a mentor of mine for a little bit, and he gave me this word, and he said, bro, only you have your fingerprint. And
Facts.
Only you have your social security number. So
Facts.
If anyone was out there, like even legally, was trying to pretend to be you, they'd be a fraud.
Yeah.
So he's like, be you.
Don't be a fraud.
Yeah, not the what's the quote? The be you because everyone else is taken, but like for real, like even now that we're kind of wrapping season 1 of the pod, bro. Like my initial thought was like, okay, the podcast / content creator field is saturated, but no one else can do it the way I do it. Like only I sound the way that I do. Only I have the connections that I do. Only I can have the ideas that I do for this podcast. So I was like, let's just freaking do it.
So, and I was honestly hesitant to come on the podcast because I don't consider myself a creative.
Yeah,
like the word. I feel like the word has a.
It's become like a thing, right?
It has a connotation to like. Hey, there's a criteria to be a creative, and so that held me back from like wanting to be a part of it. Like I wanted you to do it,
yeah.
But I was like, I don't deserve to be on there or anything.
Yeah.
But I realized, I still don't think I'm creative, but I realized everyone.
I think you are, bro.
Everyone is creative. I appreciate it, bro. And I don't want to say everyone is creative because that sounds cheesy.
Yeah.
But anything you do that others don't do is creativity.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, just do what you want to do and put it out there. If you don't want to put it out there, don't put it out there.
Yeah, we just riffing at this point, bro. But there's a lot of good points. Like one thing for me is I don't like when people make other people feel like their way is like the only way to do it, or like you have to like fit in to this community or do it a certain way or look a certain way to be able to make an impact. Like. I'd still be wearing my skinny jeans. And
I'm a simple dude, bro. You're gonna see. This is my favorite shirt.
Black tee, but
good fellow. Shout out Target.
We all just like children of God trying, man.
Facts.
So, if you're out there and you're listening, like, don't beat yourself up if you like think you can't fit like some kind of aesthetic or thing. We're just out here trying, man.
We're just out here trying and keep trying.
Yeah.
We all have the same Father, and He's proud of us all.
Yeah. No one is holier than the other one. Jesus paid the same price for all of us.
Facts.
And we out here now.
Facts.
Bro, I'm excited for season 2.
I know, me too, bro. I'm so proud of you for doing this.
Thank you, man.
He came to me with the idea, and I was like, cool, bro. Text me when you
actually do it.
Yeah, text me when you have the gear.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm rough like that.
No, you did do that.
I was like, I don't want to hear about it until you buy the gear, then we can talk.
Yeah.
And here you are, 15. You said episode 15.
Episode 15.
15 episode. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm interviewing my dad for the season
that one's
finale.
gonna be. I'm excited to see. I look. You want to be there for that one.
But that's in Texas, dog.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm filming it.
Oh yeah, for the break, huh?
Yeah, during the break. So, pops,
I'm excited to see it, man. Shout out, Ray.
My pops,
love you, man.
Also,
his pops is also the realest dude.
Yeah,
love him. Yeah, Jacob and I have been through a lot.
Yeah, we've been through a lot.
And I'm proud.
Man.
I'm proud to see you, bro.
Thank you.
How healthy you are now. How
thanks, man.
Emotionally strong you are, because you emotionally.
I grew a lot.
I love this dude.
I grew a lot, bro. We could do a whole other episode just talking about.
Hey, we could keep going. Honestly, Nate, we could keep going.
How long are we going, Nate?
How long has it been, Nate?
Oh, I got like 7 minutes on the camera. Okay.
You got 7 minutes left on the camera.
Okay, let's let's tackle like one thing. Y'all, I'm sorry.
You tell me, bro. You tell me.
Visionaries, y'all literally just hanging with me and Brayan at this point. So
yeah, we're chilling.
If you stay after this point, this is like your regularly scheduled program is done. Yeah. Right now, just after hours with the boys.
Facts.
That's the name of this episode.
After hours.
That's with the boys. Yeah.
AFB.
Hey, no, that sounds like it'd be
after hours would be AH. AHB.
AA is Alcoholics Anonymous. Bro, I want to talk about something that I've struggled with, that I've been super like transparent with you with, and I feel like you've shared some similar struggles. But anxiety, bro. So flashback 2020. There was like a span of like October to November where I had just moved. Like I had already lived in Tulsa for a little bit, and quarantine was kind of like loosening up. But there was a point where I felt some of my relationships from Texas kind of like loosening, and I still didn't have anything solid in Tulsa. So that season was like, bro, it was just you and James, and I'm really grateful, man. But like, anxiety took over so much too, where like I think my emotions were lying to me, telling me that I wasn't valuable as a friend anymore, because like I was like, man, I put all this time of being in Texas, and like I'm gone for 6 months, and now people don't care about me no more. People leaving me on red. Like God has thankfully redeemed a lot of that. The real ones have stuck around. Whenever I go down, I go visit them.
There it is.
Yeah, but bro, so after that season, like even now, like sometimes I think relationally, like say if you and I had a disagreement or something, I would get anxious, like if you answered weird or something like that. But I don't know,
and I remember that time.
Yeah, right. I think I'm better about it now. I'm significantly better about it now. But kind of just let us in on your emotions and stuff that you've dealt with, because it's been real for you too.
Yeah, anxiety is definitely a real thing, and it's something that I didn't believe in before.
Yeah,
because I was like, I don't have emotions because I'm cool.
Enneagram 8.
I'm an Enneagram 8. I don't feel nothing.
Hardball.
Until I completely collapsed and freaking just broke down in anxiety one day. I won't get into details of that, but I deal with anxiety now just by really understanding that a bunch of the crap that happens has nothing to do with me, or I can't really control. That also sounds cliche, but I don't stress about stuff that I can't control. Like if it happened, it happened. Like for example, this game. Yeah. Like if we would have lost,
your mood would have been impacted.
It would have been impacted, but then I would have been like, you know what? They lost.
Yeah.
What can I do about it now? Not much. Not much. And honestly, this goes back to the first question about friendship and how important it is to have friends. If it wasn't for James, and then you coming in, like James was very good at helping me through anxiety, like practically. Okay, you're stressed about this, you're anxious about this. Let's calm down. What can we do to change that? Yeah. Right. And you really helped me with emotionally. Yeah. And dealing with it. So like I understand now that if I'm anxious, I got to sit there and feel it. Excuse me.
One practice that I've done lately is like you just have to, like it sounds kind of lame, but practice gratitude, because I forgot where I read it, bro. I wish I could quote it right now, but apparently your brain can't process negative and positive like stimulus at the same time. So like say I'm anxious and like my brain is going, I'm like, I'm not worth nothing, immediately if I put, I'm thankful for my family, I'm thankful for my podcast, I'm thankful for my friends, I'm thankful that I have clothes on my back, like that will replace the negative thought, and my brain can't like process both of them at the same time. Yeah. So like if I feel myself like kind of losing breath, because that's how anxiety kind of feels for me. It's like I get tired and like my heart starts pounding. When I start doing that, it like chills out. So I think that's why I've been better about it. I'm not like scared of it anymore.
Yeah, and another thing that's super practical, and this is mostly for like believers. Yeah. That God, every battle that we face, He's already won. Yeah. Right. And so like it's hard to like we can't understand God fully, and so it's hard to sometimes believe like, how did He win this battle already if it hasn't even started? Yeah. You know. And so I think something that I understand now is that prayer really does shift. Yeah. At the atmosphere. Yeah. Prayer really does go like ahead of you. Yeah. And like kind of fight stuff, so it, like when it hits you, it's not that bad. I mean, at least I believe that. Yeah. And I think of when I was anxious, that was when I was praying the least and reading the Bible the least. Yeah. And like spending time with God the least. Yeah. And so, bro, it like just keep that little bit of consistency and watch.
Bro, I'm gonna have you back, because you know what we didn't even get to? That little sign language that we have.
Oh, our secret. Our little secret.
Yeah, we talk about that. We talk about that.
Sign language.
Okay, just summary so y'all won't be like, what are they talking about? Brian and I had a second when we had some crushes.
I wouldn't say crushes. I mean, yes and no.
Yeah, so we had sign language to talk about a person or
just people. Individuals.
Yeah.
Like, this is somebody. This is somebody.
Yeah.
These are two people. These are another two people.
Yeah.
All of that.
It was a fun season, but we can talk about it later.
Another time.
Yeah, we're running out of space on the card. Nate, thank you for holding it down.
Nate, you a G, bro. Yeah. Jacob, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for having me on.
You a G, bro.
Hopefully what I said makes sense, y'all.
Bro, it was a fun pod.
It was fun. Yeah, I had fun. If we started off with the messy one,
yeah,
and then just raw audio, and then just no script, we just went in. So
freestyle.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. Keep it up. I can't wait for the second season.
Let's get it. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Don't gotta wait till I see it in my hands. Don't see it now, but I learned to trust.